What is up, everybody? Would you like to know how to stop over trading or FOMO trading or impulsive trading? Any of that stuff, would you like to know how to permanently fix that stuff? Because in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. And this is going to be unlike anything else you've ever seen before. Today, I hit my max drawdown of 3K. I went over. I hit about 3,150 net. So a little bit more with commissions on top of that. So we hit max drawdown. It happens. Now, one of the most important things you can do is when you have a bad day is you need to review it. There was a gentleman in the Discord a few days ago or last week who ended up losing $10,000, and he said he needed to take a break for a while. Well, when you lose big or you lose at all, these are the most imperative days to where you should be reviewing it. Really, you should be reviewing every day. However, from my personal experience, reviewing these big loss days like this is the most important, because on these review sessions is where I've learned the most to turn future sessions around. Now, just because you lose a bunch of money monetarily wise, you're paying for tuition, you're paying for education when that happens. And it is important that you do the education aspect of whatever happened, okay? Because since I paid for today's loss, I need to know exactly what happened, how to fix it with very specific solutions. And I will be giving you very specific solutions in this video as we go through my daily report card. Now, I do have videos on daily report cards, not a dedicated daily report card video. However, you can watch this one, and then there's a Slim Trady episode where we talk about daily report cards in that as well. Also, go check out my live stream tabs, because there are videos buried in the live stream tab as well, just so you guys know. So for those of you who are interested, all of these sessions are recorded and they are on my Coffee. You can join the membership tab here. And when you join the membership tab, you get access to my trade preps. And I've been doing bonus trade review videos. There's 13 episodes currently, and there's over 13 hours of like hard right edge trade narrations where I'm narrating during an actual session. If you're interested in that, that is part of the membership thing. I've been doing that as well. I decided to just give out bonus content, and I've given out over 13 hours just this month. And that is just narration. That doesn't include the prep. If you want to know what narration videos are, I have 3 of them. If you like these 3 videos, then you can see more of that. Those of you who are prep members, you're going to have access to this entire session right here. So you can see exactly what happened. So those of you who watched what happened and how I was narrating it, now you get to see the review process and how important it is. Those of you that aren't interested in any of that, that's fine. This will help you. Go into the chapter section if you're not patient, which you probably should watch the whole thing. So what I did was I created my entire, report card. I reviewed the entire session. So you guys don't need to see that. Again, I have other videos on it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through this entire report card section, and I'm going to do something called visualizations. Doing visualizations at the end of a review session is so important. It is extraordinarily important, because this is how you fix your problems. See, here's the thing. When you guys continuously make the same mistakes over and over, it's because your subconscious mind is on loop. And really, this should be a Cult of Cat episode, however. And guys, I have another channel if you want to check it out. It's more on this type of stuff, more law of attraction shit too. Got an episode going up that I just filmed. It's going up on there. However, I want to get back to this. So the subconscious mind, when you guys are doing the same mistakes over and over, what's happening is the subconscious mind is just, it's just, you're on this like autopilot. It's like when you drive home from work every day or take the same driving route that you can just turn off your brain and end up there. That's what's going on in your trading. And when you're feeling FOMO, or you're too zoomed in, you know, maybe you're not looking at enough higher time frame analysis, you keep defaulting to doing the same stupid shit over and over, whether it's over trading, not looking at higher time frames, or FOMOing, or moving stops, or averaging in, whatever it is. During the session, you're not actively being aware of what it is that you should be doing. And it is important that when you want to change something in your trading, that you meticulously focus on it during the session. However, doing this review process and going through the visualization process is excruciatingly important, because what we're going to do here is you're going to watch me reprogram my subconscious mind by reliving today's trading session. And what I want to do is relive the trading session from the perspective of executing the way I needed to. My thesis overall was right. I knew what could be setting up. However, my executions were sloppy, and I got caught in a really bad spot, and then you'll see as I go through the report card. I just want to kind of sum that up. So I really did believe that this was going to happen at the end of the day. And just real quick so I can show you guys. So let's go to the ES 30-second. When this fucker did this, I was attempting to get this because, again, you're going to see why in the actual report card as I review it. However, we're going to be doing it from the aspect of visualization. So there's this study some of you guys may or may have not heard of. They took 3 basketball teams, and this really happened apparently. And this is, I learned this from Dr. Brett Steenbarger. I like it so much that I repeat it. I did find the study online. I can't reference it, so sorry. They took 3 basketball teams, and over the course of a month, they had one of the basketball teams not practice. They didn't do shit. The other basketball team practiced physically in real life. And then the third team practiced visually, mentally. That was it. No physical practice. And what they noticed was the team that didn't do shit got worse. The team that, you know, practiced was sort of the bench line. And the team that just visualized did just as good as the team that physically practiced. Even though they only did like free throws and playing the game visually. Okay? They didn't actually, but their skill after a month of not physically playing was still up there. They performed just as well because they were performing it in their mind. Okay? So what I'm going to do is get into a calm state of mind. If you're over trading, and this applies to any trading issue that you have, the video is just titled over trading because, you know, I want you guys to just, it can apply. And I just figured that's the biggest problem with most traders is the over trading. I didn't get upset during the session at all, so for me, I don't really need to visualize myself being calm. However, it's a good thing to do. So when you review these sessions, if you feel tilt at all, it's good to relive the trades that tilted you the way they happened. However, you should do it from a place of calmness. Now, this goes into the first step of all of this. What I'm going to do is get into a meditative state of mind, and I'm also listening to wind sounds because, well, this is one of my favorite tracks. If you just type strong wind blowing through trees. This sound loop I listen to when I do these review processes. So hearing this sound anchors me to a state of calm and zen. So you can take certain things and anchor emotions to it. So there are going to be a few things I'm going to be doing with my knuckles as well. I'm going to also be anchoring emotions while I'm doing this whole process. So basically, we're going to kind of go on this guided meditation together and then go into a visualization process. And this is the way I do it. So over the course of several months, I've anchored my knuckles. When I press this, I associate it with calmness. So when I can feel a wave of calmness because it's anchored, okay? Now, anchoring anchoring is something where if you're touched in a specific area or you touch yourself, well, fucking, that sounds dirty. But if you touch yourself in specific areas like your knuckles, you can anchor certain emotions. People who've experienced sexual trauma, that may have been, I don't want to use that word, but it rhymes with ape. You know what I mean? Because I don't want YouTube to get at me for that. But some people that have been, sexually abused, they may have been touched in a specific area, like on the back of the neck or whatever, or right here. Or even if somebody was just assaulted, maybe they were choked out. So anytime somebody after the fact touches them in a specific area, it can trigger emotions associated to that trauma. Okay? Because those strong feelings and emotion, because when something like that is happening to you, there's strong feelings and emotions associated to it. So maybe if you were like choked or something, there's a strong emotion of I could die, this is scary, right? So if somebody accidentally touches your neck, it can trigger that. And that is an anchor point. So what you can do is anchor your knuckles, and it's good to do the knuckles or maybe the earlobe, something that isn't in contact with other things, because you can anchor positive emotions to these, okay? And I've been doing this for a while, a good while. So for me, this anchor is calmness on this knuckle, and I actually can feel a wave of calmness. And the way you anchor a knuckle is you have to train it first, or anchor anywhere on your body. So I want to only touch it when, and it's like a bell curve. Right when I feel peak calmness, I need to get myself into a super calm state of being. Hold it down right at the bell curve, the volume point of control of that emotion, and then let go right as it's starting to get over that peak. Same thing with love. For me, this is love. So when I feel love, I feel love. I summon the feeling of love, and I need to store it and anchor it into my knuckle. So now I'm storing and anchoring love in there, and then when I touch, and once I do it so many times, I can just touch it and release that emotion. So it's important you like bake it in to the knuckle. And this one's like wealth and money. And then this one is performance-based or doing the right thing. So you're going to see me alternating my knuckles. Again, calm, love, money. And this is being of a performance mindset, because I do a lot of go-kart racing and trading, or if I'm doing any high-performance activity where it requires me to be a really good athlete, I want to be in the ideal state of mind by touching that. So you're going to see me do things like, I love trading. This makes me a lot of money. I am calm right now. That is what a good trader does. And you're going to see me alternating my anchors as I'm going through this. Do you need to do this? It's up to you. I'm just showing you my process, because as I'm going through this, I want to extract as much good as possible through this review session. So here we go. So the first things first, we're going to read through this entire report card, and then I'm going to start visualizing everything that I wrote. Because what I did was I went through a process where I journaled and spilled my heart out. Now I need to really internalize that and anchor these emotions, because it's like going to it's like going to the gym and doing more reps on the weight bench. I'm getting more reps in, and as I visualize my report card multiple times, then I'm reprogramming the subconscious mind. Because in order to stop doing what it is that you keep doing, you need to do something. You need to break the habit with pattern interrupt, and doing visualizations is pattern interrupt, and you need to do it plenty of times to where it becomes to where you reprogram your subconscious mind and you have the desired outcome happen, whether that's, not being upset when certain trades happen or what have you. As we go through this will make more sense, and then I will touch on what I'm saying about overtrading at the end. I didn't overtrade, obviously. We didn't overtrade. We did a little bit, however, I didn't. So for me, I noticed the problem was FOMO and just let's go through this. So some of the things I'm going to read may not make sense to you. If you're part of the membership program, this stuff will make more sense to those people. So my job's not to explain what all of this shit means. It's simply to show you how to fix problems in this video. Let me get into a calm state of mind. So we're going to do 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to look up. And I'm going to keep my eyes up, because when you keep your eyes up at an upward angle, you tend to not hold on to negative emotions. And then I'm going to go internally with a little bit of internal meditation. Just sit with me. If you want to fast forward, you can. However, I want you to see how long this really does take, because this is trader work, and most traders don't want to do trader work. And I'm about to show you real deal trader work here. So I want to get into that Zen state of mind. Again, listening to the wind sounds. So 3 deep breaths. Here we go. Looking up, feeling calm, anchoring calm. I love my review process. I love doing these reviews. These reviews make me money. These reviews make me lots of money. This is what a good athlete does. Woo, I can feel it just pulsating through my body. Very electrical. Now I'll clear the mind with a short meditation. I'm going to chant a little bit. It's important that we review and do visualizations from a state of calm, serene, because now we are associating all of what just happened in the session with this euphoric feeling that I've generated. This is important. Meditation is important. When there's a series of false inventory flushes, this oftentimes it seems that I need to zoom out, as these areas tend to morph into bigger ranges that are forming. Sit with that sentence, visualize that sentence. What does that sentence look like in the session? Inventory flushes. And I'm playing the charts in my head. False inventory flushes. What does a false inventory flush look like? Looking at the false inventory flush playing in the mental chart, it can read to ranges. I'm associating false inventory flushes with the beginnings of a range. So therefore, waiting for this very large ranges edges to be pushed is key. I see it. Inventory false. Forming into a bigger range. Wait for the edges. How can I do that? Draw a red box. Draw a red box on it. I actually want to put that in here. I just had an epiphany. Changes I need to make. Draw red boxes on no trade zones for the week. That is my goal for the week. Okay. Hold on. Breathe in, because I'm not feeling as calm. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Looking up. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. I love this process. Associating the review process with love. I love doing this. I'm anchoring this to where it's no longer a mundane task, but I really love it because it makes me a better trader. Reprogramming this process, it makes me money. Whoo! So therefore, waiting for very large trades is a push key. So visualize trading the edge. Waiting for the edge. See it in my mind. See the chart. Seeing today's scenario. Even if the level has super high EV. There was a high EV count in here. You guys will get a better picture of it. Let go. This is a theory, but I do think there's false flushes that lead to erratic, choppy behavior, which needs to be zoomed out. I must absolutely wait for the edge extremes to get pushed. Now visualize, again, the same thing, the same price action, whatever it is for you guys, but for me, visualizing this, drawing a red box, don't trade here, wait for the edge. Visualizing what it is I'm going to do for the rest of the week. With today's scenario, visualizing me putting the red box I didn't do today, but I did do it today in my head. And I'm going to do it for the rest of the week. Because that's what a good trader does. I was also aware earlier in this session we never BT'd. Here's a 10-minute chart. There's 4 top ticks, no bottom ticks. There was kind of one here, but it wasn't official enough. So this was a sign of a potential push down. Then you have the combo of the gap chop where it showed signs of ranging between the gaps. Okay, so let's stop. Let's visualize those top ticks and bottom ticks. Visualize this chart. Because during the session on Discord, I talked about this, yet I kind of went against my idea. So let's visualize myself taking that information and really letting it be internalized and really not ignoring it, but really paying close attention and not forgetting it. More so not ignoring it, but not forgetting it. So again, look up. Listen to the sound of the wind. Because when I talk like this to you guys, I get a little worked up. Get calm, state of mind first. And if you're dealing with tilt, it's important to it's always important to be trading in a calm state of mind. And this will help with tilt. One must learn to first achieve this level of calm. I love being calm. It makes me money. That's what a good trader does. Now visualize this chart you're seeing here. At the time that I needed to be paying attention, it would have been right on this hard right edge. Fighting a point of control, fat cat. Wait till it gets to the bottom. Visualize. Trade 5 executed, so trade 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This minus 300. Oh, I don't have the full P&L on here. There's a minus 700. As well. Trade 5 executed in the screenshot below was a premature short for a potential downside. I remember this. So I realized there's a micro top tick. This, however, was not a good trade as there's a 3-day mean above. So here's a 3-day range. It's not a full 3 days, but according to my time tool, it said 3 days. Shorting here is fighting the mean, the midpoint of this 3-day range. Even though I'm trying to get into this point of control down here, which this could be the first time it's pivoting that bottom of that point of control, and I need to let it pivot there. There could be a mid pivot there. I didn't even write this down. I'm just noticing it as I'm reliving this price action. Visualizing. Not taking that trade. Waiting. Visualizing patience. Here we go. Get calm. Because calmness is patience. Look up. Because I was not patient. Let's get into a calm state of mind. Looking up long enough that I let go of everything. Visualize not taking this trade because that makes me money. Patience makes me money. Woo! I can feel the electricity. That's what a good trader does. Peak emotion. Anchoring, storing into my body, and drawing that energy. Oof. Wait, that could be a mid-pivot. It could go up here. It could go up here. I'm visualizing this happening now. It could go up here. It's clearly chopping between the gaps. Wait. Use both means to get the trade. I'll putting gibberish. I may be saying gibberish, but no, it makes sense to me. This, however, was not a good trade. There's a 3-day mean above. And I knew it. I was clear, but I didn't quite. This is where we get a little sloppy. There's the 3-day mean. This is where you're executing on trade 5. Notice it says trade 5. Wait for it to come down a little bit. Patience. Visualize patience right in this moment of this trade. We're in this moment in time. This makes money. This makes money. So this zone in general is not good because you're fighting a 3-day mean while at the same time there's a 2.5 hour mean at this time pulling on the downside. So I got dissonance and this causes dissonance. So I'm kind of trading in these two gravitational areas. I have a video on mean reversions. You'd need to go watch that if you want to understand what I'm saying here. At the time, I didn't realize it was a 2.5 hour mean. I realized it could be setting up. However, I know the biggest, highest probability of getting in is nailing the bottom of both means. So instead of fighting in between the means, get to where you're on the bottom of both means. Visualize that. Breathe in. Breathe in. Calm. Visualize this trade. Visualize a trade. This makes me money by waiting. Calm, patience. This is what a good trader does. I love waiting. I love waiting. I love patience. You see what I'm doing? I'm associating. It's all interconnected. I'm associating the love of the review work to the love of this makes me money, the love of patience and being calm, and associating calm with love, and that makes me money. I love waiting because that makes me money, and that's what a good trader does. You see how I'm bumping through all these anchors? And at the end of this, you're going to realize I've just relived the ideal situation multiple times, like right now, because I know how the day ended and where I should be. As this review is unfolding for you, you don't realize that I know exactly what I should have done, because I watched footage of all the trades already, which you guys aren't seeing. And it's already 6 at night, and I still got to prep. This is what it takes. So here's trade 6. I remember trade 6. Trade 6 cost me a lot of money. That was the big one. I got in here. We had an EV7 mid-roll ×4 acceptance tag, which is really good. I think it can go all the way to 21 because that's a high count. But I'm so focused on that. And then they puke and slip. And then where I really fucked up was I was right above the VPOC. I talk about in this video and the mean reversion video, both the profile and the mean reversion video, how you don't get in above that, and this is a prime example of that. So let's visualize my teachings and how I went against them, and let's visualize doing it the right way. Here we go. Trade 6 was just above VPOC, which is not good. I focused on the micro channel break. I'm fighting the micro channel break right here. I'm fighting gravity at this point, too focused on a very high probability long as seen by the EV7 mid-roll ×4 acceptant tag. However, I was not focused on fine-tuning the entry, as I'm now realizing upon this review that I FOMO'd. I didn't realize this, but I'm FOMOing here. This trade as I got tag stuck. I'm too narrowly focused on that tag, which is similar to getting hung up on smaller time frames or order flow. Those of you that get sucked into order flow and you're like, oh fuck, the chart said do this, but I'm like too zoomed in, and then you overtrade. Same concept is happening here. Instead of me being focused on order flow, I'm focused on this high probability tag instead of really trying to finesse this trade. And I'm starting to realize that this can be a problem. This is a narrow focused problem. Same thing when you're looking at smaller time frames, not order flow, and you're not looking at 10-minute charts or daily charts. Same concept. It can happen with anything where you're too narrow focused. I'm too focused on this tag that I'm not stepping out. So let's associate good tags with stepping out. So I'm going to program the subconscious mind to associate these tags with zooming out and going, where do I need to be hitting? And I need to wait. So here we go. I'm going to go through what I just told you mentally. Visualize that. The tag. Zooming out. Where should I hit? I love to wait. I am calm and I will patiently wait because I love waiting. And I love waiting for the right area, which makes me want. Oh, I'm getting worked up. Oof. Like, I'm actually starting to get... Visualizing that and FOMOing, I can feel the FOMO internally. So I need to go through that situation again that I just visualized where I'm feeling the optimal emotions. Because if I feel any slight discomfort internally, this is the importance of this very moment. So let's do it again. Visualize. Calm. Visualize that whole scenario. I'm not going to verbally talk about it. I'm going to just visualize it. Feel free to fast forward until my eyes are open. If not, be with me. Still feeling a little on edge when I visualize the scenario of trade 6. I need to visualize waiting from a place of calm, so I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to try keeping my eyes upward while I visualize it. It's hard to do that. So I'm going to keep my eyes upward until I just feel letting go completely. There it is. So I visualize not taking trade 6, not feeling FOMO, and being patient and waiting for this to move around. That is what needs to be achieved. I need to relive that situation of not taking trade 6 because theoretically I shouldn't have, and visualizing how I should have ideally waited. Okay. You can even use these emotions on good trades as well. The entire area was a bigger slippery claim that kept slipping. This behavior is a sign to hit further out, which I realized. I tried something new and that was adjusting the stop out further because I wanted to nail the range bottom. Instead of locking in realize loss to get back, I decided to keep it unrealized. Okay, so I remember this situation. If you want to know more about that, it's in the membership section. I'm not going to explain it because this video is going to be long, so I want to visualize what I did in that situation. And that loss being a good loss. So now I'm reviewing what happened. First, I visualize what I shouldn't have done. However, since I did what I did, I want to visualize how my adjustments and how I got stopped out was fine. And associate that with a state of calmness. Looking up, I feel a little anxiety. All right. The above double tested faked me out and I got stopped there. Lots of false flushes are really a sign there's a bigger range. So I just visualize the stop and I'm okay. Lots of false flushes. I need to visualize the false flushes again. Again, I'm doing a lot of repetitive visualizations, but this is me reliving the trading session over and over from an ideal state of being, which is how you reprogram the unconscious or the subconscious mind with these new feelings. So that way, when you see these sorts of patterns reoccur, now I've just done several reps of this session here from the optimal state of being. So that way, when this shit happens again, instead of getting tag FOMO, as explained earlier, I'm associating it with patience now, because I'm visualizing it multiple times with the emotion of patience. This takes time, and this is the most crucial video you guys will ever watch on my channel on how to fix your fucking problems. This right here, and most of you will not do this because this is a lot, I know. Most people can't even make it through this whole video, so here we go. For those of you that are still here, awesome. Ready? We're going to get into read this paragraph again and then visualize it. Lots of false flushes are really a sign there's a bigger range, which I can clearly see now. Now the trade would have worked if I didn't get shook out by that second false flush. Still not the best area to be long, as a further down prom is more warranted. Then again, it is deflecting gap bottom, and this is a more official first rotation of the gap bottom, so this stop could have been wider. Very tricky situation. So let's think about this, and let's look at ourselves sort of let's look at it from the fact that there's a lot of slipping and reclaiming going on in here, and we're looking at it from this time frame because these screenshots are from my session. This is why you should record the session, so I know what everything looked like on the hard right edge. So I'm going to visualize the hard right edge. So I'm going to use a different tone here because I feel like it, just playing with different meditation techniques until I can hit the desired state. now we visualize. Whew, okay, so I visualized me already being stopped out, and then I visualize I still have risk. I can still take a good trade. Let's wait for the optimal moment. And I visualize me loving, waiting, and me enjoying loving and waiting. And you can use this for other things like spouses or whatever. This is just a general knuckle for the feeling of love. However, I want to love waiting and trading too, and how it makes me money. And you can associate, like if you get a paycheck from your job, as soon as you get that paycheck, look at it, anchor seeing that money. So these are just techniques. These are general anchors, but I want to associate it with desired change. And this is what a good athlete does. A good athlete loves waiting. A good athlete will make money by waiting. A good athlete loves the calmness, and I still have risks, so I'm aware that I still can take a trade, which I squander, but we're gonna skew that. Trade 7 above was absolutely impulsive, and had I waited for the real move down below. So let's think about trade 7 and how I really fucked it, and let's visualize, because that was straight impulse and that was FOMO. So I want to visualize me not taking that trade in that situation. I want to visualize that feeling of, oh, I need to take this trade like I did for real. But then I want to skew it with calmness and clarity and the ability to wait. So I want to visualize me not taking it right the fuck there from a calm state of being. This is very important because there was a lot of emotions attached to trade 7. Because I'm like, well, fuck, I'm almost done. I really want to get money back, and this looks decent. It was okay, but it was too aggressive. Had I had some risk, it could have been worth an attempt. But realistically, I had very little risk, so I needed to really wait for the best, and that just was too aggressive for not having enough risk. So I want to visualize how I should have been thinking, ideally, in that situation, and how I shouldn't have taken it. So here we go. Very important that I be in the best state of being. Here we go. Gonna meditate for a minute with my palms up. Okay, guys. So when I'm chanting Hu or Om, it is a way to put me into a trance. It is a way to put yourself into a trance, to let go of the current situation. It is so important and imperative that you guys learn how to meditate well enough that you can get into a calm state of being rather quickly. Otherwise, this process will take longer. So meditation is very, very fucking important. You guys want to fix your problems, right? So just understand that you should love meditation. You see what I'm doing there? So what I did was I visualized this. So let me run through the scenario. I love waiting. This is what a good trader does. I'm going to wait, and if I miss the trade, I'm calm about it, and I'm love the fact that I'm waiting, because if I miss the trade, it still makes me money because I'm waiting, and that's what a good trader does. I love waiting from a calm state of being, as this will make me money. As I wait for the ideal situation from a calm state of being, getting in the right place will make me money. That's what a good trader does. And if I missed a trade because it's not good, that's what a good trader does. And that will make me money. And I love missing trades if they're not set up appropriately. Do you see how powerful this shit is? This is why you don't just walk away at the end of a bad session. If I'm going to pay a bunch of money to have a bad session, well, then I better be getting this out of it, because this is what you're paying for. This is what you're paying for, and this is how you change it. Because what I lost today, I'm going to make tenfold because of what I'm doing right the fuck now. You'll see. You guys will see how this will be a pivotal moment. This is a pivotal moment in my trading because I want it to be. And I'm doing the work. So here was the ideal entry. So this was a true bottom tick for the RTH session and for 3-hour range at this time. This V flush right here pushed on an EV2 micro range right here. There was a micro range in this yellow horizontal lines. It failed twice to go through. So that makes the EV better. This was an entry there. And then you had an EV1 AT MR1, which this is a good tag on this yellow box, which is a gap. I have videos on gaps, by the way, if you want to know what the gap is. There you go. This was just kind of a tag on it. Do you see how all this is coming together? And then because of this rating here, this push up on this V flush was really good. Actually, I just realized right here there's another micro range as well. Wow, I just caught that right where my circle is. Interesting. I just realized that. I never caught that. Now I'm catching it because I'm reviewing. So that actually makes an early entry getting in here better than actually getting up here, because I'm like, maybe I should get in up here, but actually noticing this is good. I just found something new. So this was a best entry, the best of the day. This is where I should have hit, which I did on sim, so I did switch to sim, yielding a 6 MAE to 29 MFE. I don't remember exactly where I hit. This would have erased all the bad trades. Even that big stop that I took. This is where I should have been hitting. And here's the higher time frame. Here's the open, just to show that coming in down here was a true bottom tick. Whereas everywhere I was hitting up in here, getting fucked up, was not a true bottom tick. So I want to visualize this exact price action and hitting it. Even though I didn't really do it, I want to visualize it because it's the best trade and that's what I should have waited, but I burnt up all my fucking risk capital. So I want to take this best trade and wait for it up here. Even though it didn't happen, because I want to relive this so I do it for real in real life when this happens again. So here we go. All that price action, I'm going to play it over in my head. All right. So I'm playing the trade out in my head. A good trader will wait for this. I love taking this trade even if I lose money because it's still a good trade and that's what a good trader does. So I'm visualizing it potentially losing because I don't know. And that thought going through my head, even though it works, I want to visualize me being okay with it losing. So I'm anchoring those thoughts. I am calm and then it just going through the scenario and boom, there it is. And then I visualize it just going in that explosive up move. And there it is. So there's the true bottom tick. Visualize that just real quick. Whoo, there we go. And I can just feel the emotions. It's important to feel these positive, good, amazing emotions flowing through your body. Because I'm anchoring and associating it and crafting good habits and what I should have done and all that. This is so important. And this goes back to that basketball study. I am free throwing here, which will make a difference this week. Had I just walked away with my tail tucked in, I would have never seen little things and not felt these emotions and not relived the situation to where I can make money out of this situation. Because overall, my thesis was right. Almost there, guys. What I improved upon today, I knew exactly where to hit. I did on a sim account, and it was the 6 and 29 MAE MFE trade, which happened end of day at 10 minutes before close. So I know that I was doing just a little bit too sloppy. Oh, I was just a little too sloppy, but my mind was on the right track. I knew exactly what was going to happen or could potentially happen. Just a little too sloppy on those trades. So let's visualize again this ideal situation, but real quick, more reps. Ready? Again, visualizing the same trade. Don't visualize it once. Visualize it multiple times. And every time I see it in a paragraph, I'm going to re-visualize whatever the paragraph says. Overall, my thesis was right, but my execution created on the... So again, a quick visualization of everything I've done already. Just a quick one. Still, I'm feeling really good right now, by the way, so I'm able to do this quicker. Changes I need to make from today. Leverage both means on the trade. Remember what I said earlier? Don't fight in between, even if there's high EV count. Focusing too much on high EV count is like being too focused on lower time frames or just order flow. I will make it a goal to hit areas of confluence within ranges overlays. So let's visualize again that tag, how I'm like too focused on it. I need to keep doing this. Ready? I see the tag. I love the tag. This tag will make me money. Zoom out because that's what a good trader does. Calm. I love waiting. I'm a calm state of mind. Even if I think the trade might be setting up now, I am calm and waiting makes me money. Whew, there it is. Draw red boxes on the no trade zones for the week. And then I'm going to sticky note it and put it on my monitor. That is the goal of the week. Ready? Visualize doing this. Throughout the entire week, I'm going to go into the timeline of my week. Trading the trades. We did quantum timeline therapy together. I'm going to do that with my goal. So what you and I did, and this is something you guys aren't aware of, but I'm talking to him because he's watching this. Step out into your time frame and go to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and start putting in your goal. So that's what I'm going to do. One day I'll release the video on quantum timeline therapy, and that will be a Cult of Cat episode most likely. So if you want to know what that is, you need to go to that channel for when I do release it. It may come here. Ready? Here we go. Flowing up and out of my time frame, looking into the future. Tuesday, looking at the trading session, drawing red boxes. Wednesday, drawing red boxes. Thursday, drawing red boxes. Friday, drawing red boxes. Set it. All right. Overview. I think this review is enlightening. And the fact that I've now exploited a weakness in the realm of multi-time frame dissonance and being too focused on EV count, even though the EV was pitch perfect, the entry needed to be finessed in a way that required patience. And not this EV count FOMO. I just realized today that I have EV count FOMO, and I had no fucking idea until this moment when I did this review. That's why you have to do this work. Really, it was a simple case of FOMO. Because too many of you guys go through a session and you don't really know what happened. I know exactly what happened. And sure, it cost a bunch of money, but the problem isn't that big of a deal, and it's a lot simpler of a solution than what I thought it might be. I mean, Just, I need to do a little bit of tweaking. That's it. And now I know. And then I visualized all those tweaks. Okay? And all the fucking videos you guys watch on how to fix over trading, this is how you fucking do it. It's not this simple, I need to stop or have more discipline. You got to reprogram the unconscious mind. First and foremost, you need to become aware of what it is, and then create a specific solution. Because too many of you guys just don't create specific enough solutions. This entire video is a very specific solution to fix very specific problems on very specific trading sessions, and exactly what to do, like you're baking a cake. These are the ingredients. This is how you do it. Because in order to fix a bad habit, a reoccurring habit, you must visualize the ideal thing you want. No matter what it is in your life. If you're addicted to fucking weed or drinking or fucking jerking off too much, you need to visualize what it is you ideally want. I've created an identity where I have insomnia and it's hard for me to wake up. Now I'm associating waking up with love. I love waking up. Even though it's really hard for me at this moment to do it, and I still struggle with it, right now I'm visualizing how much I just love waking up. And as I visualize myself loving the ability to be up and how much I enjoy it and love it, first I must visualize the change. And then the change will occur. You guys will see. So again, visualize what it is you want. And you have to keep doing it like you're at the gym until it becomes the thing you desire. And you must visualize the optimal behavior or scenario as well. And you must create it up here first before it becomes automated. This is how you do it. You thought it would be an easy fix. It is an easy fix. It just requires effort. Energetic effort. You're putting in energy. You're putting energy into change. You have to pay with effort and energy to get what it is you desire to change. And it's by doing this work. So, simple case of FOMO, too focused on tag, which caused blindness. I now know I must visualize stepping out or zooming out, much like when I was too focused on smaller time frames. I went through a smaller time frame, like narrow vision, where I did this process, and some of my guys who were in the DRC group on Discord, before I stopped streaming on Discord, some of you remember me doing visuals of zooming out because I was too zoomed in, and it was a simple, I was having I went through this 2-week period where I was struggling in my trading, and it was, the simple fix was just to zoom out. That was it. And I did, I successfully have done that. Now the problem is with the tag, which it's no longer going to be a problem. So let's visualize zooming out of the tag again. Ready? Whew. This portion is called easiest 600. Again, the ideal trade, we will visualize it one more time and then we're done. However, don't exit out of the video. Visualize the same ideal trade again. Reps, reps, reps. Woo! Fuck, that felt good. So this one I didn't talk about. This is happy and excitement. I'm in the trade. I'm like, I'm happy and excited. I waited. Whoo! Fuck! God damn, that was a good one. And I just feel this jolting of electricity flowing through my body. You want to get to that state. This, guys, was it beautiful. I like bad days. I love when I have a bad trading day because I get to learn and it's going to make me more money. I love doing this. Even though it's 7 o'clock at night and I haven't ate yet, I love doing this. Because this is going to make the week so much better. And I know I will get it back. Because that's what a good trader does. He waits patiently. He does this. This is what he or she does to become a top performing athlete. This is the most important video on this fucking channel. This is the most important video on this channel. And if you don't meditate, you need to start, and you need to learn how to get into a calm state of mind. This was so powerful. I feel fucking good. Do you see the difference? This is the difference between people who make it in this business and who don't. This very thing right here. Edge, strategy, somebody else's setups, none of that matters. What matters is this. Because if you don't do this, you will never make it. You must do this. This is it. This is the secret. This is the holy grail to performing better. Nothing I tell you or share or teach matters until you can do this. Because you're going to have bad days. And the difference between you and me is I sit here and I do the work and feel better about what happened and put in specific solutions. This is the difference. This is the difference between you and I. So are you going to join me or are you not? Until then, I'll see you in the next session, or the next video. And if you really enjoyed what this is, you can feel free to go to my Ko-fi page and you can donate as little as $3, link in the description, or you can sign up for the membership if you would like to support this. This is also definitely for the membership people right now. I hope you guys enjoy that. Again, I'll see you in the next one.